What up, what up, what up, guys? It is your boy WrestleFlow fans. What it is, guys. Once again, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to WrestleFlow OG on YouTube. We've just recently made it to 100 subscribers. So we are 103 subscribers strong now, guys. So we've made it well over 100, which is great. Please follow me on Twitter to get the latest updates, Twitter and Instagram. I also go live there once in a while at WrestleFlow OG. That is the same exact thing as my name on YouTube. So please follow me on Twitter and Instagram, WrestleFlow OG, guys, at WrestleFlow OG. So definitely, guys, definitely check that out. And Money in the Bank 2020 is finally history, guys. You know, we were talking about predictions last night in our stream yesterday. And, you know, we had a pretty good conversation. We were on live for about, I believe, like 2 hours-ish, and it was a good session. It was definitely a good session. Some of the predictions were right, some of them were wrong. Some things I'm mad about with Money in the Bank. Some things turned out okay. The big thing tonight was Otis winning the Money in the Bank. Who the hell knew that was gonna happen, yo? Otis? What? Otis won? Otis is the holder of the Money in the Bank briefcase? You gotta be freaking kidding me, man. What the hell? How the hell did that happen? AJ Styles was about to win, like our prediction, or King Corbin was about to win due to our prediction, but that's where the WWE kind of swerved us. And Otis, that's right, Otis, oh yeah, Otis is the holder of Money in the Bank. Now, we will be talking about how good of a decision or how bad of a decision this is once we have more people on the live stream, and how, you know, once we start going around with the program and kind of reviewing it and seeing, you know, if these were a bunch of good decisions or were they a bunch of bad decisions. The Money in the Bank match had a few moments, obviously. They were a bunch of comic moments, most of them. And yeah, you know, not as bad as I thought it would have been, but the whole Vince McMahon thing. And but then we had the women's Money in the Bank too, which Asuka won, which I'm not too mad about at all. I like her character, the way she kind of just plays mind games with her opponents and, you know, with everybody, basically, because she's so weird. She acts weird. Her and Kairi Sane, I think they're such a good tag team in the women's division. I really like both of them because they have a different character to them. Because other than that, all the divas act pretty much the same, unfortunately. Because, you know, Tamina's like a Nia Jax, and, you know, all of these guys. So, but yeah, let me just get some of these tags together and we will be back. Let me know, how did you guys like Money in the Bank 2020 in the comments section. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Were you guys happy with the outcomes? Was Money in the Bank everything that you had initially predicted for the pay-per-view to be? So let me know in the comment section, guys. I will be back in like a minute. I'm still here. Just doing some administrative work for the stream, actually. So let me know in the comment section, guys. What do you think? Did it hit the spot? Did, you know, Money in the Bank really hit the spot? Was it exactly what you wanted Money in the Bank to be? There's a few things I'm kind of mad about, obviously. Of course, you know, why wouldn't I? They always piss me off somehow. Somehow, some way. Let me just check the audio. Of course. course, you know, why wouldn't I? They always piss me off. There we go. So it's working fine. But yeah, look, guys, I'll be honest. The Jeff Hardy on the pre-show thing kind of threw me off. You know, you have all these promos and all of these vignettes and all of this documentary recovery road type of shit for Jeff Hardy, and then you put him on the pre-show. Like, dude, like, you put him on a pre-show. Like, wow, great. How important were all the vignettes tonight? You know, it kind of showed that, you know, yeah, you know, he's, yeah. The hacker still hasn't been revealed. Mustafa Ali probably gonna show up on SmackDown. But yeah, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, damn, man. Let me just add the tags here, guys. Oh, Lord. This is the hit. I hate this part, man. But you got to do it until I figure out how to do this before the stream. Money in the Bank. Da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. What up, what up, what up? We are going to discuss Money in the Bank 2020 in a few seconds. We're just waiting on a few more people to hop on the stream, and we will be talking about how the hell they pulled off Money in the Bank tonight, guys. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel WrestleFlow OG, guys. We are at 103 subscribers, and yeah, please help the cause. And let me know in the comment section, in the super chat, what do you think about Money in the Bank tonight? Did you dig it? Did you not dig it? How was it? Was it everything that you pictured Money in the Bank to be? Was it not? Let me know in the comment section. Were you happy with all of the outcomes that happened tonight with Money in the Bank? And please follow me on Twitter and Instagram at WrestleFlowOG. We are just about to get started in a few minutes. All right, guys. All right. So we here are done with this part. Nia Jax probably injured Carmella through that. All right. What up, guys? It is your boy Hayes from WrestleFlow OG, and we are about to start our Money in the Bank review. If you guys have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, and let's get it started. Let me know in the comment section, guys, in the super chat, what did you guys think of Money in the Bank tonight? Was it everything that you wanted it to be? Was it not? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Was it everything that you kind of foreshadowed to be for Money in the Bank? All right, guys, so we're going to get it started now. So here is the lineup these are some of the matches that happened tonight. We had, of course, Cesaro versus Jeff Hardy in the pre-show. We had MVP versus R-Truth, which turned into Bobby Lashley versus R-Truth. Then we had the women's and men's Money in the Bank, which happened at the end. We had the four-way tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, which was The New Day versus Forgotten Sons, The Miz and Morrison, and Lucha House Party, of course. Then we had Bayley versus Tamina, SmackDown's Women's Championship. We had Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt, Universal Championship. And of course, we had Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. So I will start talking about these matches, not in any specific order, but basically I'm going to try to recall what happened in the pre-show and then kind of go up from there leading up to the Money in the Bank matches. First off, so Jeff Hardy won versus Cesaro. And apparently this was because of the feud that Jeff Hardy and Sheamus had, for which Cesaro had a match with them for, which I don't understand. Look, my gripe with all of this at the end of the day is how did they put Jeff Hardy on a pre-show? Are you kidding me? Why in the blue hell is Jeff Hardy on a pre-show? I do not understand that. Somebody for the love of God, please help me understand why Jeff Hardy was on a goddamn pre-show after having almost 20 years in this business, in this company, on and off, give or take. But really? You're gonna run all these vignettes and this and that for Jeff Hardy, and then you're gonna put him on a pre-show? What? That does not make sense, any of it at all. And that, that's what I just don't understand about this whole thing. Like, how in the hell is Jeff Hardy in the pre-show? Okay, they had their little match, and obviously Jeff Hardy won. If Jeff Hardy lost this match, then I would have had a bigger problem with all of this. Moving on. MVP versus R-Truth. MVP comes out, R-Truth comes out. They both talk shit to each other for a while. They both play on words as, who started balling first. It was Jim Jones. For all you rap fans who know what it is. MVP, R-Truth. So MVP talks shit. They both talk shit to each other over and over and over and over and over again for a long time. And then Bobby Lashley comes out. The man who has a baby face. The man who looks like Bobby Lashley. The man who looks like he's a baby that has muscle. CRBV Uchina 1000 says, "Woo, I am new, yo. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, bro. Welcome to WrestleFlow G Money in the Bank. Make sure you also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at WrestleFlowOG." So MVP and R-Truth talked shit to each other over and over again about who started balling and, you know, this and that. And then Bobby Lashley, the babyface guy with muscles, comes out with his mean face after he has had his chiropractic sessions. I'm sure you guys have seen that video where he's getting, you know, Bobby Lashley comes out already and all of that, this and that. And I think R-Truth won that match. Because, I don't know, this was another filler to me. This was just another filler for me. You know, I was not very impressed with it. It was just, you gotta have those little comedy matches and stuff. You know, that's what the WWE does. They have their little, their funny comedy matches that don't really matter. And, you know, just to kind of fill time. And, you know, that's why they have that. Then, once again, not going in a consistent order, we had Bayley versus Tamina, in which what I predicted yesterday, which didn't happen, was that Sasha will interfere in this match, which happened. But what my prediction was that Sasha will interfere in this match and she will cost Bayley the championship to Tamina. So Tamina would win this based on my prediction. So that didn't happen. Bayley won. Bayley retained her championship, still the champion. And it was due to a Sasha interference. So that helped her out, and then she kind of did the roll up pin and not the roll up pin, but she did like that reverse move, and she pinned her that way. And it was, my thing was, what I feel Money in the Bank was actually tonight was, it was just like for a lot of people to just retain their championships, have a little safe pay-per-view with no big surprises. And I think they're saving all of this for SummerSlam. That's where my thought process is. There were surprises in this, but we'll go through that right now. But they weren't any huge surprises except for maybe Otis. Otis was a big surprise to me because I'm just like, whoa, how in the blue hell did Otis won the Money in the Bank? That's just above me. It's funny. I'm actually happy that I just hope they keep up with the funny consistency with Otis. Now that he is the owner of the Money in the Bank briefcase for 2020. Okay, so we went over Bayley and Tamina. We have Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt Universal Championship. Now, this one I am kind of mad about, man. You know, like I told you guys yesterday, the WWE does not know what in the blue hell to do with Bray Wyatt anymore. They're just gonna keep burying him, destroying his character, destroying the strength of his character, and all of that. And it's just ruining. It is ruining Bray Wyatt's character over and over and over again. When Bray Wyatt debuted as The Fiend, and, just to have, him reinvent himself as this new guy, as this new character, and this and that and everything, it was so much hype behind Bray Wyatt being that character. Which he lost, of course. Why did he lose this? Because the WWE can't seem to make up their mind about what the hell they want to do with this character called The Fiend / Bray Wyatt. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna since we don't have Roman Reigns, since we're not gonna mention Roman Reigns anymore, which I'm not too like, it's okay. I'm cool with them not mentioning Roman Reigns. I'm kind of sick of, excuse me, I was kind of sick of Roman Reigns myself. I'm kind of mad at why they won't mention Roman Reigns, because this is actually a valid reason why Roman Reigns is not showing up. So now they're mad at Roman Reigns. So they didn't get it. They still don't get why we didn't like Roman Reigns when they were shoving him down our throats. So, see, it's just logic. Like, they don't understand. So they get mad at him when he has a valid reason, but they don't get mad at him when we, the internet community, is criticizing the way they're pushing him, which is exactly like John Cena. And I take full credit as the internet community. The internet community, guys, we all prevented another John Cena from happening again. That's just what it is. Some people will deny it. Some people will, they'll just say that, oh no, that's not the truth, and Roman Reigns is still as successful as John Cena and all of that stuff. Yo, when we didn't want another John Cena, we actually meant that shit, and we didn't let it happen with Roman Reigns. They tried multiple times to push Roman Reigns down our throats, and we just said no. They got the message. They eventually got the message. But yeah, the internet community should take all credit for that, man, because we did it. We actually made them not push Roman Reigns down our throat after some time. They stopped. They got the message. They were like, no, this is not going to work no matter how many times we try to push this ass. They were trying to, but right now, look, Roman backed out. So they don't like Roman anymore. Where were we, man? We digress so much. Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. I liked the semi-storyline that they were pulling in the match with the black sheep mask and the past, and kind of like where it looked like Braun Strowman is submitting to Bray Wyatt and all of that stuff. But if it was really a swerve, it would have happened that way. Now it was just like, I kind of saw, like, of course he's not gonna submit to Bray Wyatt. Right now, he's the champ. He shouldn't do that. So it was predictable. It was very predictable. As soon as he kind of got on his knees and this and that, I kind of saw that this is going to turn around real quick. So then, obviously we had it was a decent match. Bray Wyatt came out as Bray Wyatt. And that's another thing. Why didn't Bray Wyatt come out as a Fiend? I don't understand that either. Why wasn't Bray Wyatt out as the Fiend? Like, why? Why would you bring him to a pay-per-view and not make him as the Fiend? Are they setting something up for SummerSlam maybe? Where Bray Wyatt comes out as the Fiend and finally destroys and takes the title? That's what I think now, after tonight. But like my prediction from yesterday was that Bray Wyatt is going to retain the title, is going to win the title tonight, which didn't happen, of course. So, we have this whole submission thing going on, and where you think that Braun Strowman is gonna submit to Bray Wyatt. Okay. I thought, like, okay, this is a good minute until, he starts fighting back again. It's very predictable. It was very predictable. You could see this stuff coming from a mile away. Braun Strowman, stands up, takes off the mask, fights back, slams him, wins, retains the title. All good, right? All fair, all good. Now answer my question, what the hell are you going to do with Bray Wyatt now? Unless you plan on continuing him with the storyline. Do you understand how much damage you have done to Bray Wyatt's character by making him lose again? You have Man, man, oh man. Dude, they ruined him before, they're ruining him again. I'm so sorry, but all of these losses that Bray Wyatt picks up starts making his character be stale. You know, there was a time where I really liked Bray Wyatt's old gimmick, right? You know, I was like savior of the world, this and that, fireflies and all of that stuff, right? It was so interesting. It was like, yeah, man, this guy they should have built him like the next Undertaker from like the Ministry of Darkness or kind of shit like that. But of course, they never do that. And then after Bray Wyatt kept talking shit, kept throwing like really good promos in the ring, but then losing in the matches, the character started getting stale. You know, you're like, yo, this guy always just loses, so he just talks shit in his promos, which really means nothing. It's just a bunch of big words that sound good like it's a movie. And that's what happened. You know, you're like, holy crap, dude. Like, this guy always loses, and now it's the same bloody thing happening again. Where you're like, yo, this guy has some dope-ass promos. He's like the scary monster, the fiend, and all of that. And what happens in his matches? He loses all of them, yo. Bray Wyatt talks so much shit. He's such a, he scares the shit out of his opponents and this and that. And what happens? What happens in the matches? He loses. He keeps losing all of these matches. Why? But that's when you start, like, I'll be honest, bro, even this gimmick is starting to get old for me now. I've lost all interest in the Bray Wyatt character, in this new The Fiend character. I've lost all interest. I know he's going to lose. I know the WWE is going to bury him. I know the WWE does not know what to do with Bray Wyatt. I know that they are missing another opportunity with such a great superstar who could actually cut good promos and who could actually work a match and this and that. And they're going to waste his second gimmick. And that's just what it is, guys. Like, I have lost complete interest in Bray Wyatt's character once again because of the WWE's booking. How has this match benefited Bray Wyatt anyhow? I had to clear my throat after this rant. If somebody could please answer this question for me in the comment section, how is this loss gonna benefit Bray Wyatt? So I could come to a conclusion here. There's no changing the WWE. They're gonna keep pulling this dumb shit over and over again every freaking year. And we're just going to still be here trying to, think about this whole thing. And that's what it is. And that's exactly what it is. We're just going to be here trying to pick up the pieces for these characters. So Bray Wyatt loses. Let's see what happens on SmackDown for this one. All right, what else? What else happened tonight? We had Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. It was an okay match. It was a good match. I'm surprised Buddy Murphy didn't show up. I mean, as much as I watched the match, he was not there. It was a good one-on-one. They even shook hands at the end because Drew McIntyre reached out. Drew McIntyre retained the championship. This happened just as I predicted as it to happen. That Drew McIntyre is going to win because, that's one thing that they're doing right in this Drew McIntyre storyline is they're not making him look weak. Because, it's a whole buildup of a story, He worked his ass off, left the company, came back stronger, better, performing way better than before. And, there was no way he should have looked bad, you know. He won the Royal Rumble, whooped Brock Lesnar's ass with the Claymore kicks. I love the Claymore kick. And then, you know, Seth Rollins, you know, like they executed that well. They executed that well. Not bad at all. So that was a good match. That was a fun match to watch, and basically exactly happened as we expected, and what should have happened at the end as well. All right, so we went over everything. All right, so Money in the Bank, guys. Money in the Bank for both. Oh, man. So for the men's, we had Aleister Black, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, King Corbin, Otis, and Daniel Bryan. In the women's, we had Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Carmella, Lacey Evans. You know, at first, you're just like, I don't know how they're going to pull this off. What I was initially, like, let me tell you what my expectations with this match was. My expectations with the Money in the Bank match was that they're just gonna have the match. So first, I thought that they're gonna have 2 rings on top of the Money in the on top of the WWE corporate building. I thought they're gonna happen simultaneously. One ring is going to be right next to the other ring, and they're going to have their 2 separate matches going on, but right next to each other and at the same time. Just like the War Games, which would have been an interesting thing. I was kind of disappointed with tonight. It was funny, it was entertaining, but it could have been way better. So basically what happened is you start from the bottom, the first floor, the lobby, then you try to make your way up through the elevators. Then you come up all the way to the ceiling and try to, you know, win the Money in the Bank. Get to the roof top. Oh, man. So before we start this, guys, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We are at 103 subscribers. Every subscription counts, guys. I love all my subscribers. You guys are the best. Thank you guys so much for getting us here. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are the best. You know, I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me this past year, ever since I started this channel. So, you know, every subscription, every follow counts. And if you have not yet, please subscribe to my Twitter and Instagram for live updates at WrestleFlow OG. Let's get into these matches. So for the men's and women's, so the men start in the WWE gym in the corporate building, while the ladies, they start in the so-called lobby of the corporate building. At first, you know, a funny move was from Asuka when they started the match, where she was actually, they were looking for the 6th person. Where is the 6th person, Asuka? Where is she standing? And then they look up and she's at like the rafters, or like at the 2nd floor-ish kind of, and she jumps at them and kind of brings them to the floor, while everybody in the gym just goes crazy. AJ Styles gets stuck under a weight, a bench, and and they just keep going up and up and up, and they have some, you know, they had some weird moments. The WWE, you know, it was just like a regular funny match. To me, it was just a funny match, to be very honest. Like, you know, what they had in these matches were spots, funny spots, like Otis trapping AJ Styles under the bench, Asuka jumping from like the 2nd floor to the lobby and dropping. The funny thing was when AJ Styles opens a random door that has a blue light, like a dark blue Undertaker type of a light, and a casket inside. Hilarious. That kind of starts reminding him of his Boneyard match. Another cool one was after they have the food fight, Nia Jax power bombs Carmella on the table. Another appearance, a guest appearance, was Paul Heyman and Otis like throwing some food right into Paul Heyman's face, which was hilarious because Paul Heyman and Otis were just like looking at each other. That was a good move. Another good spot was when Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles end up in the Vince McMahon office, and Vince McMahon is just like pissed off, bloody pissed off. What the hell? Like, you don't know what the hell is going on here, Vince. You set up these fruity ass ideas. Why you acting all mad? Sorry for the rant. But yeah, Daniel Bryan, Otis's Caterpillar, of course. I love the Otis Caterpillar. Otis is hilarious. And the whole that was it for the spots of these matches. They were good. Asuka won the women's Money in the Bank, while Otis. It's funny how Otis won. I think it was AJ Styles and King Corbin fighting over the briefcase. Or I think it was Aleister Black and AJ Styles fighting over the briefcase upstairs. AJ Styles managed to get it out of the hook, and then they were trying to I think it was Aleister Black and AJ Styles were trying to, get it from one another, and then they dropped it, and Otis catched the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he held it, which makes Otis the winner, and Asuka also won the Money in the Bank for the women's. Asuka, it was the best decision of the night, and it is good to see Asuka win the Money in the Bank match. I think she has a lot of potential. She's a great wrestler. She's hilarious. She's entertaining. I just hope they move right with this, and I think they're going to have this match with Becky again. I just hope that Asuka actually wins this time against Becky because, bro, screw Becky, bro. I think she's had a run. I think it's time for you to go, Becky. It is time for you to take the back seat, the man. You're the man, right? You're the man, Becky. It's time for you to take a back seat now. Yeah? Bloody hell. So, Asuka, honestly, the best decision of the night. Now, Otis has turned into, surprisingly, a controversial decision. Why is that, you might ask? The reason why Otis winning the Money in the Bank match is now controversial is because, look, a lot of people are saying that Otis winning the Money in the Bank is too soon for Otis, which makes perfect sense, which is a good thing, right? That's true. It might be too soon. Otis does not have too much skin in the game in terms of the main roster yet. He has been a tag team, wrestler, and he's had his run. He's funny. He's a good talent. He's had one major storyline so far. But when the hell did they break Heavy Machinery up? Did I miss it? Did I miss the part when they broke up Heavy Machinery? Like, how does Otis just end up in the Money in the Bank match? How does he even compete? And then how does he win? Like, what are they going to do with this? Like, okay, so look, I love Otis. Otis is very entertaining. Otis is hilarious. Otis is like such a great character in the WWE. But if you look at it long term, what do you think they're going to do with Otis? I'm damn sure he's not going to win the title. He's not going to win the title yet. Whenever he cashes in, this is going to be a waste of a cash in. I'm just trying to foreshadow when they would cash in with Otis. Would it be at SummerSlam? Would it be at WrestleMania? Or would it be at some random pay-per-view that they have? I don't think there's much they could do with Otis right now. He doesn't have too much history with the fans, or, you know, he's funny, but that's it. Average wrestler as, you know, so far. I'm just trying to think what they would do with Otis now. I just honestly, guys, I'm so sorry to be saying this, but I foreshadow a big burial for Otis coming up. Because whenever he cashes in, he's going to lose. That's a prediction I'm giving you guys right now. When Otis cashes in, he's going to lose. They're not going to give Otis the title right now. You know how Vince is, first of all. He likes the muscular guys. He likes the big muscular guys. This is all a part of a plan for somebody else. I could definitely see it. This is all a plan for somebody else. Otis is not the end game of this. There's a bigger picture to this. I can't say right now I can't see the bigger picture, but I know there is one. And it does not involve Otis cashing in the Money in the Bank and actually winning the match. I think Otis is going to lose and waste the cash in. That's my thing, guys. I think he's gonna lose. And that's the disappointing part about this. So, I don't know, guys. I would give this Money in the Bank a 6 out of 10 tonight. The 6 only because I cracked up a few times and Asuka won. And Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre threw a good match. But other than that, it was just average. You know, when Otis won the Money in the Bank, that was a great moment. That was a funny-ass moment. It was a great moment. I was happy for Otis. But, like, you know, when you start thinking about all of this, right? And what it means and how it's going to affect the future of the storylines and the future matches and all that, then things start trying to make sense now. Things start making sense, and then you're like, yo, so most, you know, based on previous history of the WWE, most likely Otis is going to, you know, not be successful in cashing in and winning the title. And you know, the uncertainty of Jeff Hardy being in the pre-show when you have all these vignettes. How far is Jeff Hardy really going to get in this run? That's another question. Another question that Money in the Bank has left me with is, what in the hell are they going to do with Bray Wyatt? Do we see the end of a road for Bray Wyatt from here on out? Because they've wasted Bray Wyatt again. They have wasted Bray Wyatt again. I am furious about that. Is it the end of the road for Bray Wyatt? Have they finally killed off his character? Or will he redeem himself in SummerSlam, and will it even matter then? What else? Is Asuka really going to win if she faces Becky, or are they just going to keep playing the man over and over again? Because now it's boring. It was cool at one point, now it's boring. So a 6 out of 10 is pretty generous in my opinion, guys. In my humble opinion, 6 out of 10 is very generous. But that's what it is, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. How did you guys like Money in the Bank? Was it everything you wanted it to be? How do you guys feel about the outcomes, this and that? And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, WrestleFlow OG. Please, guys, subscribe to the channel, please, guys. And please follow me on Twitter and Instagram at WrestleFlow OG. And that is it for my review, guys. Please subscribe to the channel and take care. Have a great night, guys. Take care.